My name is Miss Marshall and I'm here to say I like to divide big numbers this way.
Okay, here's a quick little video just to explain partial quotients to you. In the division problem, 638 divided by 5, we have the student start off by drawing a line going down on the right-hand side. This already looks different than the way that you learned growing up. The first thing I have them look at is your divisor, which is 5. And we look at our first digit of our dividend, which is 6. If this number is larger than your divisor, I tell the students that they can go into just the 6. So I would ask, what multiple of 5 would get me closest to 6?
Well, I know that 5 times 1 is 5.
Okay, so 5 times 1 equals 5. But 5 is really far away from 638. So what could we do to 1 times 5 to make our quotient even closer to 638?
Well, you could do, since there are the tens place and the ones place left, you could do 5 times 100.
Okay, so instead of doing 5 times 1, we could try 100 times 5, still using our basic fact of 1 times 5, would add 2 zeros to get close to 500. So we would put our 100 on the outside. 100 times 5 is 500. Now we subtract. Okay. We still have to divide up 138 remaining pieces. I have the students look at the first 2 digits, and I say, what multiple of 5 would get us closest to 13?
Well, I know 5 times 2 is 10.
Perfect. But 5 times 2 is 10. 10 is still really far away from 138. So what could we do to make this closer to 138?
You could add 1 extra 0 and make it 100 times 5.
20 times
20.
5, which would give us 100, right?
Yeah.
And then we subtract. Now we still have 38 remaining pieces. What multiple of 5 would get us as close as possible to 38 without going over?
5 times 7.
Perfect. Now, the reason why partial quotients is the best is because we know 5 times 7 would get us 35, which is really close. But if a student hasn't mastered all their multiplication facts yet, they can very easily say, well, I know 5 times 5 is 25. And they can just continue the process. 13. Now we have to split up 13 into 2 groups, would give us 10. Subtract and we get 3. I'm going to circle 3 because it's smaller than 5, and that's going to be my remainder. Now I have to add up all the partial quotients to the right-hand side. I like to rewrite them to make sure that I am lining up my place values in the correct order. So my answer is 127 with a remainder of 3.